Hello, my name's Claire. I'm a Southern transplant living in the Pacific Northwest, the Puget Sound region to be precise. I live in Grow Zone 8B. I would consider myself to be an experimental gardener. I like to try things out. I don't really love following rules. I like to see what works, what doesn't. I use rules like guidelines. They may work for me, they may work for someone else, but let's see what happens one way or the other. I am interested in foraging, preserving food, and of course, gardening. So I would love to open up a little bit of a peek of somebody who is not an expert. I would not consider this to be a this is how you do it channel. In fact, this may turn out into a this is how you don't do it channel. So feel free to join me and we'll F around and find out. I thought it'd be fun to take you on a tour of some of my current garden spaces. This is a space that I took Amazon boxes, laid them down, put some dirt on top, and I decided to use this space to grow some things and see how they turn out. Um, I wanted to do some pumpkins. I know they're about 100-day maturity, but there they are coming up. So they may or may not thrive. I've got some watermelons that just sprouted yesterday. Once again, we'll see. And then I have zinnias, which of course they love to thrive. In my experience, they love to come up, they love to be beautiful. So there's about to be a lot of color. Here are some roses that are looking beautiful. No thanks to me, they already were. This is my most unsuccessful garden experiment for this year. I had luck in Georgia doing a Strawville Garden, but this time I did not take into account that it is so dry here during the summer. There is no afternoon rain showers, there is no humidity. So this just got so dry. I only yielded about 3 total strawberries. Um, my poor little tomatoes, and this gave us one big tomato, but it did not thrive, and that's my fault. I put it in the wrong spot. Back here I have one little 4 square foot garden that I created last year. I haven't planted anything in this year, but I think I will before the season is out. I need to get out here and weed this. Here's another underutilized garden space. I planted some hollyhocks here last year. They flowered this year. Unfortunately, a couple got hit with the weed whacker, but I have a few still. These ones are already creating some seeds, so I can't wait to sprinkle those out and see what comes up next year. I hope that they resprout and bring some beauty and maybe get even taller. I had some cosmos here. I have not been super great at weeding this area. And of course, we have the wild blackberries that are everywhere in Washington state and make a great garden snack. Last but not least, this is my front garden area, and I had some things planted, but I wanted to put some more color in there. I've got some basil. I wanted to put some marigolds, some Shasta daisies, some calendula. Things are already starting to come up little by little. There's little signs of life all over. It's exciting to see all of these little sprouts coming up. I don't remember what seeds I put in what hole. So, we'll just see what they are if they decide to thrive. Because with me, plants really have to want to live. I'm all about letting them do what they need to do, and praying that they survive. I wanted to use this picket fence that I have as maybe a trailing or vining kind of support. So I am planting some cucumbers and squash and some black-eyed Susan vine, and even putting some sunflowers in, because until you put a seed in the ground, you don't know what will happen. So a lot of stuff is coming up against this back fence. Fingers crossed everything decides to show out and then show up in the last little bit of summer and into fall. I want to thank you for joining me on this, and I cannot wait to update you on what decides to stay and join us this garden season. Thanks for watching.